What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. It is, of course, the beginning of the Pride tornado bearing down upon us, but there is, in fact, a much bigger battle going on right now that involves the Daily Wire, Matt Walsh, Tim Pool, Steven Crowder, and now, well, myself, I suppose, and you, the viewers, as we've reached an extremely important inflection point in the future of Twitter, in whether or not we can trust Elon Musk and his commitment to free speech versus the advertisers' pushing of diversity, equity, and inclusion, as the Daily Wire has now revealed that they had an exclusive deal to screen one of their movies, What is a Woman, apparently. And Twitter has decided to let them know that they will be shadow banning it and placing some sort of warning on it for the crime of misgendering. Everybody's circling the wagons, and times like these, I think it's important to put petty differences behind. And I absolutely support the Daily Wire. I absolutely stand against the censorship that is clearly being claimed. And the story is a little more complex than that because they had initially agreed. And so I want to get into everything going on. Make sure you leave a like on this video. If you can, if you're on Twitter, share it to Twitter, tag Elon, because this is a big deal. And this is going to... a lot of Twitter Blue and Twitter corporate sponsorships lie in the balance here, and so I want to get right into that. It's Thursday, June 1st, Father's Day. It's June now. Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. As you know, you've probably seen my ads on YouTube or on the channel. We are now shipping our Father's Day gift boxes from Coffee Brand Coffee, my company right here in the United States of America. Our first box includes the Colombian roast, as well as our sweet and spicy treat mix, the buttery toffee peanut bombs, which are ridiculously good, the roasted and salted cashews. We have a kid's favorite edition, which also includes saltwater taffy and another deluxe nut mix. And we also have the option to customize your gift box. Promo code DAD will save you 10%, and you're going to want to get that ordered today because, well, Father's Day is coming, and it comes all wrapped and glossy, and it comes as a nice card inside, and you're supporting local business. And yeah, so let's get into this story, though. Just remember, link in the description. This from the CEO of Daily Wire, writing, Twitter canceled the deal with Real Daily Wire to premiere What is a Woman for free on the platform because of 2 instances of misgendering. I'm not kidding. Here's what happened. He's still doing old threads. He could have just put this all in one tweet. Oh, no. Well, yeah, he pays for Twitter Blue. 1 year ago today, we released What is a Woman to celebrate the occasion and expand the movie's already enormous impact. We decided to give it away for free for 24 hours on Twitter. With Twitter's recent commitments to free speech, we thought it would be a perfect place to distribute the film and drive the conversation forward on one of the most important topics of our day. Twitter responded with enthusiasm and offered us the opportunity to buy a package deal to host the movie on a dedicated event page to promote the event to every single Twitter user over the first 10 hours, which is wild. I don't know how anyone gets a hold of people at Twitter. I suppose advertising would do it. We accepted and signed the agreement. After we signed it, Twitter asked to see the film to better understand what parts may, quote, trigger users, so they could better prepare for the response. They said they were still all hands on deck for launch, so we sent them a screener. After reviewing the film, though, Twitter let us know that not only could we no longer purchase the package they offered, they would no longer provide us any support and would actually limit the reach of the film and label it as hateful conduct because of misgendering. Specifically, in the film, a father refers to his 14-year-old daughter as her, and a store owner uses the, quote, wrong pronoun in a confrontation with a trans person. We reminded Twitter that they removed misgendering from their own policy, that the term misgendering itself is misleading, that enforcing such a policy places them on the side of the most radical elements in society, the side most opposed to their commitment to free speech. By the way, this is after the big hullabaloo from Twitter about moving to, or from Daily Wire about moving to Twitter. When we asked about how much they would limit the visibility, we posted the film anyway. If we posted the film anyway, Twitter replied that our own followers would not be able to see it in their own feeds. They said it is part of their speech not reach policy. Of course, saying you have the right to speak, but we'll make sure no one hears you is a bit like saying you have the right to cast a vote, but we're going to make sure it's not counted. We We brought all of our shows to Twitter Tuesday because we believe Twitter was committed to free speech, especially on this issue, after all the Babylon Bee was silenced on Twitter over this very issue, and in part prompted Elon Musk to purchase the platform. The other tech platforms have already decided where they stand in the trans debate and demonetize and deprioritize all those who disagree. Now, Twitter has joined the ranks of those other tech superpowers in ensuring one side of the debate is suppressed. Elon Musk is not beholden to the conservatives. He has the right to run his business as he sees fit. But if Twitter is going to throttle one side of one of the most important debates facing society, it cannot claim to champion free speech. Hopefully, Elon Musk will reconsider this awful policy. If we can't debate these issues on Twitter, where can we debate them? If conservatives aren't welcome on Twitter, where are they welcome? Rumble. It's unlikely another Centra billionaire will come along and offer an alternative. We plan to post the movie anyway tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Will Twitter make good on their threat to throttle and label it hateful conduct, or will Twitter live up to its great promise? We'll all find out together. You see all the prominent free speech advocates out here, leftism, even leftism for you, tweeting, Elon has been pushing Twitter as a free speech platform and has been committed to free speech, yet Twitter is now backing out of this deal with the real Daily Wire to premiere What is a Woman? Concerning, sad, lives at TikTok saying what's going on. Elon has seen this at this point. Also, what's interesting is they've gone back to manually removing trending topics. What is a Woman was, according to Matt Walsh, What is a Woman was trending number 4 a moment ago and now has disappeared from the trending list completely. The old regime blacklisted the trend and removed it. Every time it came up, is that still happening? Well, it certainly looks like it, right? It certainly would look like it. I don't see it. I can confirm I did see it this morning in trending. And right now, I don't see it in the For You tab. And I do not see it in the trending tab. And it was number 4 in the world, so it's unlikely it will go from 4 to 0. Now, Steven Crowder, this has come together and said, I stand with the Daily Wire and Matt Walsh.
We were going to potentially at one point co-stream to Twitter, and we saw some warning signs behind the scenes and said, I don't know. Again, This is something I've been and of course, I've had my differences with Jeremy and Daily.
And obviously, you all have your opinions on Steven. I understand that. But maybe, free speech is more important, hopefully.
Of course, I think this is absolutely wrong. And Matt Walsh, especially if they paid for the package. No, they're absolutely right. And I think that it's great that he's getting his film out there. It's a message that needs to be heard.
Yes.
And it's remarkable that Twitter, and we said this would happen with Twitter. And this is the problem I have. Look, everyone knows YouTube, right? They're out in the open right now. You know exactly where they line up. When you have people putting on your team jersey, people at Twitter who think that they're on your side and they're not, that is far more dangerous than knowing who the enemy is. This is the issue. This is the issue. There is no way to have a sustainable movement if you are dependent on big tech. Yes. Use them as they are useful. Sure. The problem here is there's Rumble right there. Yeah. Great. Use it, and let's grow it. I want to see everyone on there. Yeah. Show them your support. Show Matt Walsh your support. Send it to him on Twitter. Probably.
There you go. I also want to see Rumble get bigger. And, Rumble isn't Twitter. I get that. And with Twitter, you still have the opportunity to reach a lot more normies than you would on Rumble for now. Tim Pool chiming in, threatening to essentially saying, Timcast is an enterprise user. So he pays the whatever $1,000 a month or something, 10,000 plus $1,000 a user or something like that. An enterprise user for Twitter. And I'm starting to question whether or not it's worth spending the money. Let me see if they do the right thing. So you have everybody kind of coming together here over this issue. Now, whether or not you like Matt, obviously Matt and I have had our differences, but I think we vastly fight for similar things. Staying with, obviously with Crowder, mostly everybody at Daily Wire. And I think, the petty stuff back and forth historically between us, not good. Because this is, this is the bigger issue. The suppression of free speech is the bigger issue. The fact that they signed a contract is a bigger issue, and then they revoked it. And also, what's interesting is, wonder if they signed the deal before this new CEO. Have you thought about that? The CEO that's, was on the World Economic Forum. Now, Elon has not been super active on Twitter for the past couple of days. I assume he checks it. I don't know if this is going to get to him in time. This is very concerning, obviously, very concerning. You see Seth Dillon, Babylon Bee, also recently embroiled in some free speech issues. He writes, in an interview we just released, Musk reaffirmed his commitment to free speech, saying there will be no compromise, even if it means lost revenue. He also said that Tucker Carlson's main concern was the possibility of censorship. Elon assured Tucker that lawful speech would not be censored. Except it would appear that that's the case. And certainly Tucker Carlson is looking at this and thinking, well, maybe Twitter isn't the home for me. And it's really interesting for me to see this all kind of break down in real time. I think Elon's made some very questionable decisions. I don't care for his choice hire at CEO. I understand why, because of the advertising relationships, but this is the kind of content that advertisers would hold against Twitter and like try to get canceled and removed. And to be honest with you, 2 instances in I don't know how long the movie is, an hour or something. 2 instances in an hour-long film of misgendering is like extremely milquetoast. Every day I open up Twitter, I see somebody's life getting ended in real time. Well, not in real time, but like in full HD video. In fact, some days I see it multiple times. This is really not a good look. It's great, I think, advertising for Daily Wire and for Matt Walsh and for his film. Ultimately, Twitter has, 6 or 7 hours to do the right thing? I sure hope they do. Make sure you share this video around. Down below, by the way, a company that will never get woke, my coffee company, coffeebrandcoffee.com. Make sure you pick up your Father's Day gift box today, or Dad's. Make sure you give your kids the link. Promo code DAD will save you 10% on either the custom or the pre-made boxes. And we'll have to see how this plays out, I suppose. We'll talk to you again real soon.